thanks.
Oh, two cameras now.
I think what we have to acknowledge is that the peace process is in tatters. It was pretty threadbare even before Friday's bomb, because in the last 2 months, IRA have killed 6 people in the Belfast area, in addition to their other violent activities which have been going on throughout the last 18 months. So in that sense, you could regard the bomb on Friday as being part of an escalation and a return to violence in that way. Nonetheless, everybody that I know was taken by surprise and shocked by this return to violence, for we can see absolutely no reason for the return to violence. Indeed, following our acceptance of the report of Senator Mitchell, there was then laid out through the elected process a way in which we could have moved into serious talks in the very near future. But I think that's what Sinn Fein didn't want. They didn't want to face the electorate. They didn't want to have elections. I think it's quite remarkable that here a body that have been telling us for the last number of years that they want to get involved in the democratic process, and the way is open for them to do so, and they return to violence rather than to face it. And we'd want the White House to support peace and democracy in Northern Ireland. And I think that means bringing it home to those who have taken the path of violence, that there's no way forward through violence, and that there's nothing that's going to be gained as a result of violence, and that I hope that the White House will indicate its support for the democratic process in the terms that we have laid it out for people.
I'm a bigger man about New York there, everyone. You've done the other one. No, it's just...
It would be very wrong if we were now to be told that because the terrorists had let off a bomb, we cannot now have elections. I think that would mean that you're saying that the democratic process can be set aside at the whim of a terrorist organisation. Now, I think that's a very bad attitude of mind, a very bad approach to adopt, and it would obviously only fuel more antagonism and concern in Northern Ireland. So I think what we have to see is for the democratic process to go ahead, and in that process, the people of Northern Ireland will be able to express their view about what has happened, and they'll be able to express a judgment on Sinn Fein. And the best way in which the people can express a judgment on a political organisation is through the ballot box.
How are you? Good, thanks.
Oh, two cameras now.